Welcome back, folks, and here we go. The Elite Eight, Final Four, and National Championship game in the eyes, of course, of yours truly. This is how my bracket breaks down. The Elite Eight teams out of the Midwest I expect will be number 1 overall seed Kentucky, as well as number 6 seed Butler, a bit of a bracket buster there. In the East region, I expect number 1 Villanova and number 3 Oklahoma to make it into the Elite Eight. In the South bracket, I like number 2 Gonzaga and upstart bracket buster number 12 Stephen F. Austin to get into the Elite Eight. And in the West region, I like number 1 Wisconsin and number 2 Arizona. So those are our matchups. Let's move forward. Start in the Midwest region, number 1 Kentucky versus number 6 Butler is a bit of a bracket buster there. By a final score of 68-64, I expect Kentucky will beat Butler. I really like Butler. I don't think Butler's got enough to beat Kentucky. I think they could beat other teams, other top-tier teams in this region, or in other regions, quite frankly, but I like Kentucky to go over on Butler here to make it into the Final Four representing the Midwest region. We move over to the East, where we had number 1 Villanova and number 3 Oklahoma. I like Villanova there to beat the Sooners by a score of 69-66, so I like Villanova to represent the East region there. Unfortunate for the Sooners, because I do really like them as a team and just as a school in general, but I like Villanova in that game. Going to go down to the South region, where of course we had the upstart bracket buster Stephen F. Austin taking on number 2 Gonzaga. I like Gonzaga here. I think could be a bit of a walk, but then again, Gonzaga has had a way of kind of playing down to opponents. So, I mean, this could be a close game. I'm going to look at it as about a 72-68, something like that. I think SF Austin puts up a fight. I don't think they've got enough to beat Gonzaga. So I expect Gonzaga to go to the Final Four to represent the South region. And we move into the West region again. Number 1 Wisconsin, number 2 Arizona. Very close game here. I think Arizona probably has a really good shot to win this game. And I'm actually going to take them. I'm going to take Arizona to beat Wisconsin 64-62. I like Arizona to beat number 1 Wisconsin to represent the West region in the Final Four. So with that said, my Final Four looks like this. Midwest, number 1 Kentucky taking on West, number 2 Arizona, and East, number 1 Villanova taking on South, number 2 Gonzaga. We'll start with Midwest versus West there. Kentucky versus Arizona by a final score of 67-63. I like Kentucky to get to the national championship game. This will push their record to 39-0, which is unbelievable, a historic season for Kentucky, making it to the national championship game. And in the East versus South game, East number 1 Villanova versus South number 2 Gonzaga. I guess I'm just really high on Gonzaga here. A lot of people are saying, yeah, but they always let you down. Like, well, you know, I guess you just keep going back to it. I actually like Gonzaga here. Final score of 70-68. I like Gonzaga to make it out of that game, beat Villanova, get in to the national championship game. So before I tell you who my national champion is, I just want to remind you, if you didn't catch it in the opening video, to join my NCAA pool on Yahoo this year. It's tournament.fantasysports.yahoo.com/T1/group/19803. That link is in the description of this and all of the other videos that we're going to put up for this year's tournament. Make sure you join the group, put in your own bracket, put your picks up against mine. So folks, my national championship game sees Midwest, number 1 Kentucky, taking on South, number 2 Gonzaga. There are 2 things that sports fans love. Well, there's lots of things, but there's 2 specific things that I'm thinking of that sports fans absolutely adore. It's an undefeated season, and it's an almost undefeated season. Kentucky faces both of those possibilities. They can beat Gonzaga, win the national championship, be 40-0, and probably go down in history as one of the greatest college basketball teams ever. Or they could be 39-0, go in to the national championship game, underrate Gonzaga, and Gonzaga comes up from the bottom and beats them. Well, folks, by a final score of 68-67, I like Gonzaga to beat Kentucky and be the national champion. It's not that I don't like Kentucky. I just got a feeling about this Gonzaga team. A team that A lot of experts are saying, yeah, but they never show up. Well, I think they're going to show up. I think Gonzaga is going to take this game. I think Gonzaga is going to go all the way and win the national championship. So that's it, folks. Gonzaga is my national champion. Again, if you're looking for those big-time bracket busters, I really like Stephen F. Austin out of the South. I would like Butler and Wichita State out of the Midwest. Let's see. Nobody else really making the Sweet 16 here. If you're looking for upsets, Davidson's a good pick. Again, Butler and Wichita State. I really like BYU to beat Xavier there in the round of 64 if they win out of that play-in game. So there are upsets to be found here, and that is the magic of March Madness. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me, Justin, Bridgewater's Finest on YouTube, Blockbuster_guy on Twitter. One more time, I'm taking Gonzaga as my national champion, beating Kentucky, probably going against the grain there, but that's the way I see it. And I hope that you will, again, join me in my NCAA pool on Yahoo. Hope that you'll join us. Put your picks out there against mine. Let's see who your national champion is. Let me know in the comments section below who you think is going to win the NCAA title.